He's not a solid, and he's definitely not a gas either. No, he's a liquid. It can't be. Don't tell me. I'd stop laughing if I were you, Frieza. You don't want to choke on me.
What? No! He has to be making some sort of gay joke! There's no way he's...
You see, when consuming a liquid inside of a container, it's best not to laugh or else you might choke on it.
No! He can't be! People of African American descent can possibly refer to him as a beverage of sorts!
Did I ever tell you what niggas call me?
No! He has to be a fruit or something! There's no way he's...
Just call me the drink.
What is up, my collectors? This is your boy Reeferino. Today, we will be reviewing the TonsenArtToys Warped Vengeance, also known as future mother-hecking Trunks. This is a figure I've been waiting for such a long time, and is also my first third-party Dragon Ball action figure slash bootleg. I don't really know what you call it. I don't call it a bootleg because it's not based on a previous version that Tamashii has made. This is Trunks from the end of the Cell Saga, where he's not wearing a shirt anymore and he's all buff and he goes to his world and kills the androids. I got this guy from the Amine store. I don't know if I'm saying that, Amine. Here's the figure straight out of the box, and before you get on to moving and playing with this guy, there is one essential thing you gotta do. You gotta lube him up. And this is the stuff I used to do it, and it worked really freaking well, and now there is no scratchiness to the joints whatsoever. It is super fluid, which we'll look at more in articulation. But yeah, you gotta oil this guy up, grease him up, dab a little bit into the joints, like where you could see the butterfly joint crack as well as the shoulder. Put it some in there and it'll get the joints moving perfectly. But before we'll get into articulation, we'll take a look at appearance. And for those who are familiar with TonsenArtToys, you would know that there's actually two different versions of this figure. There's the anime version, which is version 5A, which is the one right here, and then there's the 5B, which is more based on the manga coloring, and it has more faces for the Super Saiyan than it does the base form. So that's really pretty much the only thing you gotta know about appearance with this guy. I'm not really gonna commentate on much else because it's pretty straightforward.
My name is Future Trunks, and I am proud to be right back in my timeline. I have no family. No Goku, no Gohan, no Goten or Dad. Just Bulma and no friends, the androids kill them. I want to kill myself, all of my friends are dead. Vegeta was my dad, my name is Future Trunks.
So we'll just get straight into articulation. So, head moves down quite a good lot, although it does cause some gapping if you move it far down. And, you know, it's got that classic double ball peg 3.0 engineering. This is pretty much the same way that 3.0 Dragon Ball figures work, which is pretty cool. Maybe there's some minor differences, but most of it is there. The T-pose is pretty good. It kind of gets in the way of the tank top right here, but, you know, you can get it to T-pose and then some, which is awesome. There's a double bend at the elbow, then there's wrist swivel, bicep swivel. It's kind of open and revealed right here because for one of the accessories, you can actually pop the forearm off. The ab crunch works kind of well. I mean, he's definitely crunching. That is pretty freaking good. Waist swivel, getting onto the legs. He can kick up oops, shit. He can kick up quite a good lot. Do not force it any more than I just did because it'll probably pop off. And then double bend is freaking goated. There's a leg swivel, or I guess a thigh swivel, and then double bend at the toes. The feet are on a rocker, but I haven't really had too much time to mess with it, so it's still a little tight, and I don't really want to rock it that much, but, you know, oil it up. So, articulation, assuming you lubricate this guy properly, is freaking awesome. Outside the box, it's going to be rough, but that's how a lot of third-party bootlegs and things like that go. You know, maybe heat up some parts with water. I haven't had to do that, but for like other figures I have. So, you know, just with those things in mind, it'll end up working perfectly for you. And yeah, he moves super duper well.
You promise on my mother's life?
Promise your mom? Damn it! I can't believe it! I was only gone for a year and a half, and already a Super Saiyan. Kids grow up so fast these days.
No, wait, you don't understand.
And what? Next thing you're gonna tell me is that Vegeta's your daddy? Oh my gommy, Kai.
What's so funny? Your shirt!
Moving on to accessories, yeah, this figure low-key doesn't really come with that much. I'm lying. He comes with a lot. That's not even everything. Yeah. Firstly, with head sculpts, he comes with a total of 9 face plates and 2 different heads, the base and the Super Saiyan, as well as alternate bangs for the base form. This is the reason why I got this figure, is because I wanted more base form heads, because the SH Figuarts only had one, and it's that stern look that he's got on right here. I wanted more base form heads for Trunks. I'm so used to seeing him in Super Saiyan. So yeah, I just wanted base form stuff. And then he comes with the sword, which is retractable out of the sheath. This piece connects one way by connecting through this little hole right here and the other through a magnet, and it works pretty well. It doesn't work perfectly. The magnet's not super strong, but it gets the job done, including the fist's 6 different pairs of hands, as well as these pocket hands, which is really cool. And then there's this jacket piece, which I mentioned earlier is why the forearms come off. It's so that you can put this on, which is pretty snazzy. And then you have these sword slashing pieces. This one is actually meant to go through the sword like this. Then you have this big piece with a connector at the bottom that you can also remove to put onto a Tamashii Nation stand, and that's pretty awesome as well. Moving on to size comparisons, I think if this figure was 10% or 15% shorter, he would be the perfect size for Trunks, but unfortunately he is taller than SH Figuarts Goku and Vegeta, so he does scale a little bit big, but it doesn't really bother me that much because the SHF is also pretty tall, so I can get behind it just fine. Wrapping up this review with my final thoughts, yeah, no, I think this figure is perfect. It gets pretty much everything knocked out, full credit, as long as you can oil him up and get the articulation to loosen when you get him out of the package. He's going to be freaking phenomenal, and I'm so glad I gave Tonsen and this third-party figure a try, because I love it and it's awesome, and I'm not gonna need another future Trunks figure because this is it, man. This is the definitive one for me. I'll probably buy a cloth goods jacket, but otherwise, like, yeah, it's peak. So the only thing is, though, if you want to get one for yourself,
I'm sorry.
the options are kind of cooked for you, but luckily Tonsen is making more versions of Trunks. He's making, I think, the Bojack Trunks that a lot of people like to glaze and hype up. I haven't seen the movie, so I don't really know too much about it, but a lot of people really want a Bojack Trunks figure, so he is making 2 versions of those, and they're going up for pre-order on the Omni-May store around this time. I think they're already actually up for pre-order, so I'll link those down in the description. Otherwise, if you want to get this figure or the manga colored counterpart with slightly different accessories, you probably are gonna have AliExpress be your best bet, but I can't really guarantee that it's a good price, so you're gonna have to just look on those 2 websites, because those are really the only 2 places you can get him shipped to America. So yeah, that's about it though. Hope this was informative. I hope you enjoyed. Also, enjoy this short little snippet that I made at the end of this video, and yeah, that's about it from me. So enjoy the rest of your day or night, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!
People always ask me why they call me the Drink. Well, here's what happened. Basically, I came back from the future, and Frieza was waiting for me. And this said,
You think you're the drink, bitch? You're not even the cup. This got a middle bump with a low taper.
this is the Drink! This is liquidity. He can't be a solid. Just call me the Drink.
They call him the what?
When I was a kid, just call me the Juice Box. But now I'm the Drink.